there, Scorpio. Welcome to a Tarotscope for the week beginning on the 1st of August. It's Sagittarius Yogini. I am redoing yours because I was doing it late last night and I was getting all mixed up between which sign I was doing, and I knew that would cause a lot of confusion. So better to just do it over again. So I'm going to tell you about a couple of astrological transits that are coming up in the next week that are very important. The first one is the new moon in Leo. Leo is a fellow fixed sign. In your particular chart, Leo falls in the 10th house of career. So a new moon here could mean new developments career-wise, and that could mean new opportunities, new directions. Who knows? And the very next day, on the 5th, there will be a Mercury retrograde, and this one will be in Virgo, the next sign over. So this will fall in your 11th house, and this can indicate that something involving your gains. The 11th house can be the profits that you are making or that you're experiencing from whatever it is that you're doing, that, because when it goes back into your 10th house, when it goes back into Leo on the 14th of the month, I believe it is, that can give you that contrast. It's like during a Mercury retrograde, you're thinking about something, rethinking something. So sometimes people think, oh, wow, if only I could make more money at their job or their career, or even if it's a business that you have and you're profiting from something, but you're not quite sure if what you're doing is in alignment with your values, maybe. I mean, whatever, or if it's worth, if you got a promotion at work and you're making more money, is it worth the extra responsibility, the stress, the time? All of these things can be running around in your mind. And then Mercury goes direct on the 28th of the month. Also, and I will say, it does take a little bit of time for Mercury to come out of its shadow period, where it's regaining the strength before it went retrograde. So it'll be, in the early days of September. I don't know the exact date when it comes out of its shadow, but it'll keep gaining strength. And at least you can move forward with more clarity. But I want to say, too, that Mercury retrograde can be some kind of, in the 11th house, I should say, can be some kind of misunderstanding with friends, because the 11th house can be friendships that you have, or maybe you hear from someone that you used to be friends with. The Mercury retrograde period can be a time of hearing from people that you haven't heard from for a while. Okay. Now I'm going to do a 4-card spread, very simple. I always think of this card as Scorpio's card. I don't know if it is connected. It's definitely connected to water energy, but you rule the 8th house in astrology, so that's where I'm going with that. Oh, wow. Okay. Another cups. Okay. Interesting. The heart of the matter is the 8 of Cups. This is a card of walking away from what no longer serves you. And it's almost like a quest. It could be like a spiritual quest. And, if you're going through some kind of spiritual awakening, you may notice, and this may have something to do with the Mercury retrograde, of the people that you are surrounded by. Maybe you're doing a mental audit, like, does this person belong in my life? Does that person belong? And it can be like a time of really tuning into your higher self of like, what is it that I want in my life right now? And am I going in the right direction? And, a particular career may not be, you might not be feeling it anymore. And that's kind of what I was alluding to with the Mercury retrograde going back into the 10th house, is that it's like rethinking these things based upon like what they demand of you, or in this case, the meaningful qualities of that. Is it meaningful to you anymore? What crosses you is the Fool card. The Fool card is 0 point. This is the first card of the major arcana. And it's being 0, it is the unknown. And I find sometimes when I do private readings that people will contact me and say, okay, can I give you a list of some of the things? Like they want to say, okay, will this happen? Will that happen? And I would say the vast majority of the time when I find out what their astrological sign is, it's Scorpio or one of the other fixed signs. So it might be Leo, it might be Taurus, it might be Aquarius. And the reason is that fixed signs, they want guarantees. They want that constancy. Is that what life is about? Oh, I took off my glasses. I don't want to put that in the frame. No, it's not. Why would we come here to have everything pre-digested? That's the whole point of free will, is that we get some free will choice in our life because we're the one running the show. I mean, of course, that's just my opinion. But the point is that it's very easy for fixed signs to get into ruts because the love of the familiar is very strong. And the Fool is the unknown. And that blank canvas can be daunting to someone who wants guarantees, who wants to know. So, of course, I mean, it goes without saying that I tell people that I don't answer yes/no questions, because that would imply that everything is predetermined, and I refuse to spread that kind of message in my private readings. So I refuse to do that in my public readings. And so I would ask you, Scorpio, what are you truly afraid of? If you're afraid of the unknown and maybe you haven't actually taken the step to walk away from something because of that, because of being afraid of the unknown. But it's like your soul is clamoring for it. So it's something to think about. What's coming in is the Ace of Cups. This is new love. Now, another thing too is like if you're in a I shouldn't say a long-term relationship, but if you're already in a committed partnership and there is someone around you, and it could be a water sign like you, it could be a Cancer, another Scorpio, or a Pisces, but just this idea of new love, if that's someone who maybe you're not having a relationship with, but there's the possibility for one, you might be afraid to leave your current relationship because you don't know if the new thing is going to actually work. But if you do know that your current relationship isn't fulfilling, isn't that all you really need to know? Again, you don't have to have guarantees that any future relationship is going to pan out. If you are simply going, following your heart with the Eight of Cups and going in the direction of things that nourish you. So Ace of Cups can be new love coming into the picture. If you take that chance, and also if you can trust, because with Scorpio, there's always that trust factor where you may be overly suspicious and afraid to kind of trust someone. And certainly when we first meet someone, um, it's not wise to just completely be uh, open to someone else without, like, really kind of vetting them on multiple levels. At least I don't think so, because I don't want to invest my time in something that is either I'm being deluded or rushed into getting involved in a relationship too soon. So anyway, and this can also relate to, the Ace of Cups can relate to any kind of business venture that is like as a healer, or if you're wanting to leave so that you can be creative, if you're an artist or whatever, or you're trying to create your own business, an entrepreneur. The outcome is the Knight of Swords. This is change that is afoot. It might be really breathtaking how fast things start to move. So that's one of those things where, are you going to kind of go with the flow, or are you going to resist it? Are you going to try to resist the new? And, I can't tell you what you're going to do, Scorpio. I can only point out what may be going on around you. So I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Thanks for watching. Bye.